Welcome to the Fall 2013 edition of Recreation Television, your connection to recreation opportunities provided by Roanoke County Parks. Well, it's my favorite time of the year. Cooler weather, colors coming onto the trees. It's a fantastic time to get outside and enjoy the great outdoors. And Roanoke County is continuing to develop outdoor recreation opportunities such as trails, greenways, and more environmental education classes than ever before. We'll take a look at some of these activities on today's show. But first, I spoke with Director Doug Blunt about the state of the parks. I'm joined by Director of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism, Doug Blunt. And Doug, we're here at Green Hill Park, and a lot of people don't know this, but the greenway you see behind us is eventually going to be part of the Roanoke River Greenway. What exactly does that mean?
Well, we have a plan to connect the greenway all the way from Green Hill Park down to the Blue Ridge Parkway. By doing that, we'll be connecting through 3 different jurisdictions of going from the Roanoke County to the City of Salem, City of Roanoke, to Roanoke County, all the way down to the Parkway. So once we're done, we're going to have over 20 miles of paved greenway.
Wow, that's pretty impressive for any municipality to have 20 miles of greenways. Now, it's fall now, but really just a year ago, we weren't sure how long this project would take to get from one end to the other. Now the Roanoke Valley has a little better idea. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, the challenge with building a greenway is obviously the cost of it. And over the last 10 years or so, the Roanoke Valley Greenway Commission, as well as the different jurisdictions, have been applying for different grant funding through state sources, federal sources, to acquire, as well as private fundraising, to acquire enough funding to be able to build the greenways. And Roanoke County is very fortunate that through the Roanoke Valley Greenway Commission, we've applied for a grant with the federal government and received over $12 million to be able to complete the final stages of the Roanoke River Greenway all the way through the 3 jurisdictions.
Now, what exactly does that mean? First of all, to receive that kind of money, and then second, overall for the Roanoke Valley, what does that mean?
Well, I think overall for the Roanoke Valley, this is going to be just an unbelievable outdoor activity that we will be able to get national acclaim for. To be able to have over 20 miles connecting multiple jurisdictions for folks to get out and bike, to be able to walk, run. This is a very unique outdoor opportunity for our valley. I think in terms of acquiring the funding, this was an opportunity that came about very quickly that, as you said, a year ago, we were struggling with finding funding sources to be able to complete this. And because of Roanoke County's portion of a little over $8 million, we're going to have enough out of this funding to complete the sections on the western end of the county as well as the eastern end.
And it's also a story of interjurisdictional cooperation, right?
That is correct. Working with the local governments, we have to be able to put our alignments of the greenways together. We serve on each other's projects teams, working together as a true valley collaboration.
Well, let's talk about what everybody wants to know now, the time frame of how this is all going to lay out.
Well, we're currently in the design phase of the Roanoke River West project. We're working on final alignments and determining where the greenway is going to go. We hope over the next 12 months to have a design done, and then we're looking within the next 5 years to have the project obviously designed, constructed, and then open to the public. For the Eastern Greenway section, we're not quite ready to go to final design yet. We hope again in the next 12 months to be at that phase and have both of our sections of the greenway completed in the next 5 years.
Now finally, as Director of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism, you have your pulse pretty well on the citizenry. What are people saying about this great expansion the Roanoke Valley's seen in greenways over the past few years?
From our last demand survey, greenways, outdoor space is the #1 priority for our citizens. And we have received nothing but positive feedback about the outdoor opportunities that we're going to be able to provide by completing this project across the 3 different jurisdictions.
All right, we look forward to seeing the Roanoke River Greenway and its completion. Maybe 5 years from now. We're working hard to get it done. Thank you, Doug. Greenways are clearly a tremendous asset to our community, and the completion of the Roanoke River Greenway will be a landmark achievement. Now, we have so many outdoor options that you might actually get a little bit lost. If so, you might want to know how to use a map and compass. Let's find out from the experts at Camp Roanoke. I'm joined by Charlie Biesecker from Camp Roanoke, and the staff at Camp Roanoke knows more than anybody else how not to get lost in the woods. One way not to get lost is using a map and compass. Now, Charlie, tell us about the class that you'll be teaching this fall.
Well, the class is titled Orienteering. What we're going to be doing is first showing everyone how to use a compass, the different parts of it, how they all work together, as well as how to use it with a map to orient yourself, hence orienteering, in the woods or in an urban area using the 2.
Okay, well now the 2 things you're going to learn about, of course, the map and the compass. Tell us a little bit more about what you're going to learn.
Well, first they'll learn the different parts of a compass, the way a compass works. Then they'll learn how to read a topographic map, which you'll have to use in order to navigate with a compass. Then we'll put the two together to navigate around the backwoods at Camp Roanoke.
Now, do you have to bring a compass to the class?
Nope, you don't have to bring anything. We do recommend you wear very sturdy shoes, and it is rain or shine as it is when you're orienteering, so you should always bring rain gear.
All right, well now, are all compasses the same, or are there different types that you can purchase?
Well, there are many different types of compasses, but essentially they all have the similar parts, being the orienting arrow and the needle that points to north and south.
And you use that in combination with these other arrows somehow?
Correct. It helps us find where north is, and then helps us find the other directions, the ones we want to travel or the ones we have since been traveling.
Okay, what would you need to do if you, let's say this is a map of Green Hill Park where we are right now, how would I use this compass with the map?
Well, first and foremost would be to find a landmark, maybe, that you can associate with where it's labeled Green Hill Park, so you could actually locate where you were physically on the map.
Okay, and then what do you do?
Well, then you pick somewhere where you would like to head, and then you would line the compass up with the northern arrow on a map, and then you would be able to then essentially travel. But that's why I want people to come to this course, so they can learn how to effectively do it.
What's the biggest stumbling point, or the thing that people are surprised about the most when they take an orienteering course?
How easy it is once they learn how to do it. It can be very intimidating, but it is. It can be very easy and a very fun sport and activity to participate in.
And how about the practical uses? Now, I've heard you call it a sport, I've heard you call it an activity. Is it a little bit of both?
Yeah, well, in practicality sense, you know, it's getting a little overcast here. If we were out on a hike and we heard thunder such as that, we wanted to seek shelter. If we were using our map and compass, we could go seek shelter and then be able to get back to where we were without getting lost.
Is this something that you put into practice and actual use?
Absolutely. Before I go hiking on any trail, I always like to know where I start and where I'm headed, just so I can always be prepared.
So before you get out on the AT, make sure that you've taken this course, bring your map and compass, and you can find out how at RoanokeCountyParks.com. This fall, we're offering more outdoor education classes than ever before. Find out about all of them in the latest edition of Recreation Family Fun Guide. Now, we've got all kinds of activities to get you moving and make you feel alive this fall, but none more so than the Zombie Run, which you can enjoy dead or alive. We're here at Green Hill Park, which you know is a very good race venue. There are probably at least a dozen races a year held right here at the park. But we have the most unique race I've ever heard of this fall at Green Hill Park, and it's called the Zombie 5K. Wendy, tell us what that is.
Let me tell you, Scott, even you would enjoy
Even
racing.
you. I don't know why you put it like that.
It's going to be amazing. We are going to have 300 zombies in this very park.
Actual zombies.
Actual zombies, of course, real zombies.
Sure.
Yes, we are going to have them here. We are going to have them be chasing all of the runners. It is a 5K course, but you know, when you're trying to avoid zombies, it may turn into a 10K. One never knows.
Okay. All right, now to clarify exactly what that means, this is a race where you can choose to be a runner or a zombie, which is of great interest to me. I'm not the running type, as you might be able to tell, but you can choose when you enter the race which one you want to be. So let's talk about the zombies first. What do you do when you choose to be a zombie for this race?
Okay, there are two classes of zombies. You can in fact be a racing zombie, where you actually do trace folks, or if you're more the quiet zombie type, you can actually be a distractor zombie.
Okay.
Try to get people off base, get them confused so that they run into the real chaser zombies. So you can be two, but you're right, you do need
that
to
sounds
register
more my
for the
speed.
race.
Yeah, I don't actually have to run the whole time, right?
You would not have to run the entire time.
Okay, then explain from the runner's perspective. If you sign up to be a runner, what do you do?
Okay, if you sign up as a runner, you actually get a belt. It'll be a red flagged belt, kind of like a football flag. Everyone gets 3. The object is for the zombies to get your blood.
Okay.
But if you get to the finish line and still have some of your blood left, you're the winner, and your name actually gets put in for a prize, and we have all kinds of great prizes.
So you come out with at least one of your ribbons still there, and you're a survivor.
You are a survivor. You have beat the odds.
That sounds like a very unusual race, Wendy. Tell us when it is and how to find out more about it.
It's going to be fabulous. It is on October 5th. The actual race starts at 10. But to be nice to the zombies, we are going to, at 9 o'clock, have folks out there who will actually make up the zombies, so you don't really have to come in costume if you don't want to. And of course, if you're a real zombie, you wouldn't worry about that anyway.
Now, I've seen pictures of these races online. There's really quite a variety of different different outfits that you'll see if you come out to this.
There's all kinds of zombies. Everybody comes out, and it's, you know, you can be any kind of zombie you want. Your imagination is your only limitation.
And another neat thing about this race, you know, most races you come in the morning, you run the race, you're gone. It's just the race participants. But, you know, we're here at a beautiful park. We've got lots of interesting stuff going on. Who's to say that someone can't just stop by and be a spectator?
Absolutely, and spectators are welcome because, as a matter of fact, during the race, you will be able to buy more blood for your favorite runner to give them an advantage. So there's all kinds of interesting things going on.
Now, the most important part, Wendy, of course, this is a charity race.
Oh, yeah.
Who is this race benefiting
It's
and who's
going
helping out?
Benefits Special Olympics, and it's actually a partnership between the Western Virginia Regional Jail and Roanoke County Parks, Rec, and Tourism.
All right, so all for a good cause. And if you want to sign up, there are still spaces available at
RoanokeZombie5K.com.
Or just come on out race day, October 5th. That zombie run sure looked like fun. Now, even if you're not into running, you could choose to be the zombie and be the one chasing instead of the one chased. Pretty cool. Either way, you get plenty of exercise. Now, we all know exercise is important for your health, but we often overlook other parts of the equation, like diet, nutrition, healthy lifestyle. Those things can all help you shed the pounds. We've got a new program this fall called 60 Days to Healthy Ways that'll get you in shape in no time. I'm joined by Chelsea Arner, the Wellness Supervisor at Green Ridge Recreation Center. And Chelsea, we've got a great new course this fall called 60 Days to Healthy Ways. Can you tell us about it?
It's going to start in the middle of October, and it's for all athletic groups, ages, fitness levels, doesn't matter. We're going to incorporate all areas of the body, so meditation, fitness, nutrition, financial assistance. A lot of times this time of the year, people have a lot of stress in relation to the holidays. So you'll be able to work out with a personal trainer once a week in the program. We're also going to have free access to use the facility for those 60 days in the program. So you'll be able to take our group exercise classes, take our water aerobics classes, and take advantage of any other programs that we're offering. So it'll be a great program for people that are interested in kickstarting the new year a little bit early.
Well, no, a lot of people have the misconception that all you have to do is show up at the gym and exercise, and that's going to get you losing weight and feeling better. But that's not all there is to it.
I wish it was that simple. I really do. It's not, though. It's more than just showing up. It's a complete dedication at home and at the gym. So you're gonna have to eat right. You're gonna have to look at other things in your life. You know, how you vacation, how you take out your stress, and also your workout.
Well, they say exercise and nutrition, but that's that third component a lot of people don't think about, that stress management. Can you talk to that?
Stress management is a very big thing. A lot of people will binge eat when they get upset, or they'll just lay around a lot more. They get upset, so then all of those things just add up, and you'll gain more weight. So this 60 Days to Healthy Ways will also involve that component. Will help a lot of people with stress management.
I know when I'm stressed, I don't even realize I'm doing it. I'm putting something in my mouth. But,
right, me too. I'm the same way.
Another exciting class this fall is for the older population. Can you talk about that?
Yes, it's called Sizzle and Silvers. This program is going to start in the end of September as well as the beginning of November. We're going to have 2 different classes, 6-week classes, and it's 1 day a week for an hour. And we're going to work with older active adults on their flexibility, on their joints, muscular strength, coordination, balance, everything like that. So if you have any interest in gain a little bit of strength, your coordination, your balance, come on out and you'll really enjoy this program.
And finally, Green Ridge is known for both being a daily admission facility and a membership facility, but typically members are the only ones that get to take advantage of group exercise classes. One more thing I wanted to throw out there this fall, you can get a group exercise punch pass. Can you tell us quickly what that is?
Yes, you can get a punch pass for $40. It's 10 punch passes, so you can take any group X class with your 10 punches. You can buy as many as you'd like. Try any of our classes. They're all great. We have a variety of dance, strength, cardio classes, so definitely take advantage of that and try us out.
So lots of different ways to get healthy in 60 days, or stop by membership, daily admission, or a group exercise punch pass. Thanks, Chelsea.
You're welcome.
Even if you don't take a group exercise class like the ones we've described, you can always visit us here at Green Ridge Rec Center by daily admission. And we've loaded up the center with new fitness equipment. It's interactive, so you can actually check your progress on a smartphone. Pretty cool. Now, shifting gears, Roanoke County has plenty of activities for almost any interest. And right across town at the Brambleton Center, we're offering some new arts classes this fall. I'm joined by Joe Pilatus. He's co-owner of the Salem Art Center, new to town here in the Roanoke Valley, and we're also excited to have him as a new instructor with us. Joe, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, a couple of classes you'll be teaching this fall. Tell us a little bit about your color temperature class.
Well, one of the classes that we'll be offering for the Brambleton Center will be temperature of color. One of the nice little things about temperature of color is that it's a great way to create a three-dimensional object onto a two-dimensional space. It's it's a winning scenario for that beginning artist.
Well, what do you mean when you say color temperature, first of all?
Well, you know, we all understand that hot color is red, you know, fire, fire, red.
Just gut reaction you get from looking at
and
color?
then blue means cool. But what does that mean when we put that on a canvas? How does that play into effect? How can we create a three-dimensional world on a two-dimensional space by using our cool colors and our warm colors? Now the warm colors coming forward and cool colors receding, but for the folks that already understand that, how can we really dive into even the reds? Because red may be a warm color to us all inherently, but really there's different temperatures of red that'll help create that tonic.
Well, Joe, when you look at this painting, you see there is a wide variety of color range here. There's a lot of blue and some reds and oranges in here. And what is that doing when I'm a viewer of the painting to really draw my eye to it?
Well, this piece is done in an expressionism style, and it is done specifically for the Virginia Museum of Transportation. Being the train lovers that we are here in the Roanoke Valley, the subject matter itself, I think, is ideal for where we're at, first of all. And then when you get into the color, once again, you can see how those oranges and those reds in the front of that engine really seem to make that train come forward. I tried to breathe a little bit of life into the piece with the style of expressionism.
Right.
And then as we continue to move to the back of the engine, we'll notice that it continues to get cooler and more expressive and loose in style.
So really your eyes is just drawn towards the front where the beam of light's
Exactly. Some artists will tell you that white is hot all the time, and some will say it's cool all the time. Well, I tend to believe that it can work either way.
Okay.
And for this piece alone, I've decided that white was going to be my hottest point. Contrast has a lot to do with temperature as well.
Right.
If I involve contrast, temperature of color, and give it some sort of linear perspective, all on the same canvas, we're probably going to have a good painting.
And do you come out with a painting at the end of the class as well?
Yeah, what we'll do at a class is I'll give a demonstration on what we're looking for out of that temperature, and depending on the ability of the student, we'll really dictate where that student and I go together in our journey to a completed project.
Now, one more that you're teaching this fall, a related but a little bit different topic, is complementary colors. What exactly is that going to be about?
Well, the complementary color, we're going to get into, you know, that's when we bust out the color wheel and we talk about, well, what color is across from each other on the color wheel? Why is it there? Who are the founders of color? So many of us understand color, but really, who's the ones that really got us into it?
Well, we're excited about several new classes this fall. If you want to learn more, find out at RoanokeCountyParks.com. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
And the best part about it is you don't have to be an artist to learn the fundamentals of art. You'd be surprised what colorful creations you can come up with. And speaking of colorful creations, there are a few things more colorful in nature than a parrot. Beautiful creatures. But there are some important things you need to know before you decide to take one on as a pet. I'm joined by Sue Brewer, and on my lap here is Granite, and joined by also Jello. You may wonder what that's for. We've got a class this fall called Living with a Parrot. So Sue, tell us exactly what that class is.
Well, it's going to be lots of fun, if nothing else, but it'll be a class that will be good for people that are just interested in birds, never been around one, or maybe even for someone who has been contemplating getting a bird. And we will, our club, Southwest Virginia Bird Club, we will be there to educate those that sign up on how to select a bird. A bird is not a dog or a cat, and a bird is very different. And we will be able to teach them what to look for to make the best setting for them and the bird. Some of the birds are extremely loud, and that is innate. We can't do a whole lot about that. We'll also talk about cost. We'll talk about the type of food. They don't just eat seed. We'll talk about caging, how to keep them engaged socially and keep them stimulated. Birds are extremely bright. If anyone ever calls you a bird brain, be sure to say thank you.
Well, in matters of intelligence, how would that compare to a human?
Well, the African greys, there was one who had recently died that they had experimented with for over 25 years. And that bird was able to be taught, even in math, up to greater than, less than.
Wow.
Which as an adult I have a hard time with that. They have great language skills. This one, and I haven't had it explained yet, has even been able to correct the grammar. When I say to him, "Where is your buddy?" meaning a little fleece that he sleeps with, he says, "Here's my buddy."
Wow.
Yes, I have never said that. I would have no occasion to say that. But he says, "Here's my buddy." So somewhere in there, there's some cognitive learning.
So there's a lot to learn about these creatures, and this class is not just for those who want to perhaps purchase it. It's an informational course as well, right?
Exactly. I don't think they'll get it anywhere else. They'll get this information on, of course, through the computer, but I think that there'll be 3 or 4 members of the club there, and they can get more personal information about the experiences that we've had with the birds.
Get up close and personal, meet them, touch them, hold on to them.
Exactly.
There you go, and he's talking now.
He finally said something, yeah. There
All
you
right.
go.
Well, thank you very much. You can find out more about the class at RoanokeCountyParks.com. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
There's a lot more to know about parrots than meets the eye. If you're considering one as a pet or just want to learn more about parrots, this new class is for you. Even I'm seriously considering adding a parrot as an addition to my family, and I've got a 4-year-old that would fall in love. You know what else he loves? Music. And there's a new preschool program just for him. I'm joined by Carla Nelson of Music Together in Roanoke and my son, Devin. And we're here to play some music and talk about a new class that we're offering this fall. What's that class called, Carla?
It's called Music Together. It's our early childhood music and movement program for children ages birth through preschool, and their parents or caregivers. And we meet once a week for 10 weeks and play with music and do movement and have a lot of fun.
Okay, so really anybody that hasn't entered kindergarten yet, is that right?
That's correct.
And the class is participatory with the parents. So that's something that I'm not used to. Can you tell me a little bit about what my involvement would be? What should I expect?
Well, we believe that all children are musical, and therefore all adults can be too. And also that children learn best when following their people that they love, their big people, their parents and caregivers. So we encourage adult participation so that the children can learn how to sing.
Well, let's play together.
Right.
What's an example of something we might do? Devin, let's play.
All right, well, we always start with the hello song, so I thought maybe we'd sing a little bit of that, and maybe you guys can join in once you get the gist of it.
You ready?
And maybe, Devin, could you do the shaky eggs for me while I play? All right, let's do it. There you go, that's good. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see you. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see you. Hello to Devin. We're so glad to see you. Hello to Scott. We're so glad to see you too. Hello to Carla. We're so glad to see you. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see. This is where you shake them really good. You.
Nice. Good job, guys. All right, now, it's in addition to the welcome song, what are some other activities? Do you play with other instruments? Do you beat on drums? What do you do?
We do. We keep the instruments to mostly rhythm, but we have resonator bells, sticks, shaky eggs, scarves, and we sing and move. We also do chants and unusual meters and tonalities as well, so that the children can get a wide array of musical experience.
And so not only music, you'll experience some cognitive and social development as well. Can you talk about that really quickly?
Well, we all know that music is extremely beneficial for children, especially the early childhood. It helps build all kinds of wonderful skills.
All right, well, you can find out more about it at RoanokeCountyParks.com. Music Together in Roanoke with Carla Nelson this fall at Greenridge Rec Center. Not only is this class fun for preschool-age kids, it also helps them develop mentally and socially. It's a fantastic recreation opportunity for that age. Now, every child deserves a chance to play a sport, take a class, go to a camp. Now there's a new nonprofit organization striving to make it happen. It's called Leisure Legacy. Let's find out more from board member Pete Hazlett. I'm joined by Pete Hazlett, former Director of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism for Roanoke County. Now Pete actually serves on the board of a new nonprofit organization called Leisure Legacy. Now Pete, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Pete, what exactly is Leisure Legacy?
Well, Leisure Legacy is a 501c3 nonprofit organization formed to help support the various missions of the County Parks and Recreation Department. I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize, number one, that there are some people who have some needs in the county that this program, through our fundraising campaign, can help support. The program is also set up to, take land donations, for example. It's also designed to include giving through estate planning. It also allows the Parks and Recreation Department, various departments, to be eligible for grants that they normally weren't eligible as a county government, that they can use or utilize the Leisure Legacy nonprofit organization status as an opportunity to provide for, apply for these grants.
All great things. Now, you did mention scholarships, and I want to talk a little more in depth about a new program. That's actually the first program Leisure Legacy is going to launch, and it's called Recreation for All. Can you talk about it?
Well, Recreation for All, again, like I talked about a second ago, is, there are a lot of folks in Roanoke County who have a need to participate, and that don't have the means, really, to participate in some of the wonderful programs that the Parks and Recreation Department offers. And I know a lot of people don't recognize it because you don't really see it. It's not real visible in Roanoke County. But, through our Leisure Legacy program, we're soliciting donations, and there's a wonderful program in the brochure that's coming out now.
On website, leisureLegacy.org.
leisureLegacy.org. That really encourages and allows folks to donate to our Leisure Legacy Recreation for All program that will allow people to participate in, what I consider very, very important programs for the quality of life of kids, adults, or whoever.
And donation is simple. You can take it right on the website at leisureLegacy.org and talk about some of the things that mostly kids and some and other individuals can benefit from. Going to summer camp, for example.
Well, we have, I think Roanoke County now is known for its summer camp programs.
Right.
And it sometimes can be quite costly. And we see the Leisure Legacy Recreation for All program is affording those people who normally can't afford it the opportunity to participate in those programs. But it's not limited to that. It can be a program here at Green Ridge Recreation Center. It can be a special event. It can be our After School for Kids program that is so important to families. Providing that after-school daycare that people need.
Pete, quickly, 10 years down the road, how is this program going to help Roanoke County Parks?
Well, one, I'd like to see us have a solid financial stream to send kids to programs. Two, I'd like to see us get some land.
Right.
Three, I'd like to see some estate, so some of these folks, when they're doing their estate planning, to donate, whether it is land or is it finances or something, to create opportunities for people from now till 50 years from here.
Find out more on our website at leisureLegacy.org. It's an independent organization, so feel free to donate online. You can find instructions how to do so online.
And I challenge our citizens to participate.
Leisure Legacy will allow for fundraising, grant opportunities, program endowment, and much more. We look forward to seeing this new nonprofit thrive. Well, we hope that you've seen something on today's show to get you outside and having fun this fall. From new hobbies to outdoor activities, there really is something for everyone. And of course, for indoor entertainment, you can always come here to Green Ridge Recreation Center by daily admission or membership. Find out about anything you saw on today's show online at RoanokeCountyParks.com or call us at 772-PLAY. That's 772-7529. And of course, you can watch this show every week on RVTV or online. Until next time, we'll see you in the parks.